Germany will head to the polls this Sunday to decide who will be their next leader. CBS News' Anna Noryskiewicz shows us what issues voters care about and why an early favorite to succeed Chancellor Angela Merkel is now losing support.
After 16 years in charge of Europe's largest economy, Chancellor Angela Merkel is exiting the political stage. A few months ago, the race to succeed her looked all but over, with Armin Laschet from Merkel's Christian Democratic Union topping the polls. But with just days to go, Laschet, a former journalist turned premier of Germany's most populous state, finds his campaign on the rocks. Professor Nguyen is a political scientist at the Free University of Berlin.
Why does Armin Laschet appear to be doing so badly?
The problem with Armin Laschet is that the promise that he entered the election campaign with, that he is a continuation of Angela Merkel's pragmatic but warm style, he is not living up to that promise. There have been some key gaffes where he has been seen laughing during a very somber speech during the floods.
Those floods, the biggest natural disaster in the country's recent history, has pushed climate change to the top of the election agenda, which has benefited Germany's Green Party. But they too have lost ground to an unlikely rival.
Germany's center-left has been the junior coalition partner in Angela Merkel's government for the last 8 years. And the party's candidate, Olaf Scholz, has been her vice-chancellor for the last 3. The plain-speaking politician seems to be appealing to those who want more of the status quo.
Do you think Olaf Scholz is the right candidate to become Germany's next chancellor?
He's globally connected, he is a champion of Europe, and whether that makes him a great chancellor, I do not know, but I think he has a good chance.
For real change in Germany, regarding the challenges we have in the world today, like climate change and all the crises, like the pandemic, in my opinion, I would say we need to move more steps forward. So we really need a change of the political system here.
Germany's electoral system almost always leads to a coalition government, in which no single figure has the power to sway the country's fortunes. But the next chancellor will be faced with the task of resetting strained diplomatic relations with Washington after the sobering sight of the U.S. pullout from Afghanistan. Wolfgang Isching is the head of the Munich Security Conference and a former ambassador to the U.S.
So what does Angela Merkel's departure mean for the U.S.?
Well, the United States loses a reliable partner, a good partner who has been around for 16 years. The good news is that regardless of what the outcome of our elections, it is a foregone conclusion that the next government will not become hostile to the United States.
But Angela Merkel's party is warning that a possible left-wing coalition could put the stability between the two countries at risk, citing the left's dislike of NATO and opposition to German military deployments abroad.
The prospect of a potential left-wing coalition involving the former communist Die Linke party is one that Armin Laschet hopes will scare centrist voters back into the arms of the Christian Democrats.
But these are the leaders of the Social Democrats, the majority of the party's members, and they wish to govern with the left and not with us.
Schulz's Social Democrats say they will not compromise on their values, whoever they end up governing with. But one thing's for sure, the shoes of Germany's Iron Lady will be hard to fill. Anna Noryskiewicz, CBS News, Berlin.